So I don't know if there's anything new with the patch notes, and let me go ahead real quick and check out Cole Ross, see if he's made a video talking about the patch notes. An actual sound effect they use in the Black Ops 3 campaign. I want to see that real quick. And this one.
Spoiler alert, I only really dated 4 girls in my life, and 2 of them were in elementary school. Spoiler alert.
I'm so tempted to put this in the video, even though it has nothing to do with Rainbow Six Siege. Oh my god. So I just finished editing this video that you're watching right now, and it's a long video. It's 58 minutes long and 1 second, as you can see right here. So because of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it into 2 different parts. However, the second part won't be public because it'll be part of a playlist. So go into the description or a pinned comment and click that link because it's literally going to take you to this video, except it's going to be in a playlist that'll include the first part and the second part. So it'll be a seamless transition as long as you have autoplay turned on. So go ahead and click that right now. Don't even finish the rest of this video until you click that link. Hello and welcome to my reaction to Operation Deep Freeze. Before I even get started, my god, was this the most spoiled season I have ever seen in my entire life. For the entirety of I've been playing Siege, I've watched almost every reveal except for the very first one for Black Ice. I missed that one. Every other season, I have watched the reveal. And my god, I have never seen so many leaks for a season ever. Like, it is ridiculous. I had to unsubscribe to the Core Ross channel, and Jaeger himself, obviously. I always unsubscribe to Jaeger himself whenever the new season's about to be revealed, because he always posts, like, leaks. But I've never unsubscribed to Core Ross, but my goodness, even Core Ross was dropping, like, tens of minutes of leaks, and I'm just like, I have to unsubscribe. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have like all of the entire season spoiled to me. I'm sure that Core Ross and anybody who watches Core Ross knew basically everything that this season's about to feature before it even got revealed because of just how ridiculously it got leaked. It's nuts. But regardless, I purposely avoided almost everything. I know a handful of things. I'll tell you what I know off the top of my head. We got a new Portuguese operator named Tuburão or something like that, right? Turabao? Whatever. It has something to do with ice. It's like a freeze gadget of sorts. It's a defender. And I know that they are introducing some kind of shield mechanic. They're reworking breaching. Mirror windows can't get cracked or something like that. Is there anything else I know? Grenades are getting changed, I believe. Like you can't cook grenades or something. That's just what I saw from like thumbnails of videos before I unsubscribed. So here we are. Let's take a look. So, if you don't know how my reactions are, they are not unedited reactions. They're heavily edited. You won't appreciate or understand anything unless if you actually watch the original video first. I'm going to be doing a lot of cuts, and basically you're not going to understand anything unless you watch the original video. So, go ahead and watch that so you can actually understand what I'm talking about.
To get us started, creative director Alexander proposes...
So, oh yeah, there's a new map. I forgot about the new map. Tuburão. Battle Pass update. Okay, so that's going to probably be the thing they talked about in Heavy Metal. Controller improvements. Oh, can you lean on mouse and keyboard? Can you have sensitivity for drones and cameras? Onboarding. It's probably just very basic stuff. R6S Marketplace Beta. Is that going to be the new store location? Balancing. I have no idea what's going to be in balancing. Probably that frag grenade change I mentioned. Player protection. Is that stream sniping counter? What is it called? What is it called? Stream protection? And then the new map. So yeah, just like last season, they're going to be talking about the new operator last. Do they show gameplay of the new operator? Probably. I hope they don't show the new operator until the end, because I want to see all the other stuff.
Hello everyone, shield rework that we talked about earlier in the year.
Oh, is there not a shield rework this season?
We want to give it a bit more time before this season.
But that means the Defender AI playlist is staying, though. I forgot about the Defender AI playlist. Oh my god.
So expect a test server to go live.
I was going to ask us if he's from Wolfguard, because Alex was wearing the Wolfguard shirt. I hope they don't reveal the operator right now.
that's quite frosty.
No, they're not.
And brings a new element. We have a new map as well.
Ooh,
the
okay.
Lair, which is Deimos's HQ.
It's
for
Deimos's
all of his
HQ.
nefarious deeds. There's much, much more. This is just the tip of the
that is
iceberg
so
when we talk about
cool.
operations.
Yeah, show me the new map.
It helped us design different type
Oh,
of
okay.
gameplay. For example,
Whoa.
one of the spawn point, the shooting range, leads directly to the top floor, since this is one of the
Yeah,
key features.
okay. Shotgun that up.
Since it's so
Oh,
if we look
interesting.
4x4
You
and
spawn
let's
inside
start,
a cave.
but we made sure
Okay.
to give enough covers on both ends.
It's hard to give an
to
opinion on this map because, you know, I'm literally just looking at it. I would have to play it before I have an opinion on it. So
make sure that the defense also very different compared to basement and first floor. It has a
this
more
gives me,
refined look.
I'll say this definitely gives me Nighthaven Labs vibes. I know it's not Nighthaven Labs, but it gives me Nighthaven Labs vibes. I feel like the team that worked on this are the same team that worked on Nighthaven because they look, aesthetically, they look decently similar.
Have an object. So what excites me the most about this map is
look at that.
there's lots of way to...
You saw that symbol on the ground there? That was pretty neat. Look at this.
So what excites me...
Yeah, that's a pretty cool looking symbol. Is that Deimos's, like, logo? Huh. Is the squad named Karis for Deimos? Should have been called Phobos because, you know, Mars moons.
Launch of the commendation system last season.
Oh my god, I love that Azami jacket. Can I just say that? That Azami jacket is literally one of my favorite things ever. I hope, are they selling that? I will buy it depending on how expensive it is. Because that is so good.
Really had the commendation system and reputation system
are merging
together.
Yeah.
Now acting as one to provide guidance and to create a safe
But the
place
thing is, I don't believe the commendation system can negatively affect your reputation. I think it only positively benefits it. Because that would be kind of stupid if the lack of commendations made you get less reputation. Because then that would discourage people from playing with friends.
For all is in game, and
you're standing. Oh, interesting.
Start to affect your
okay, interesting. So they'll show you like when you unlock stuff or when you lose stuff. Locked out of ranked and standard playlists. No rewards from ranked. Interesting. Oh, okay.
Based on your reputation standing.
Cool.
These impacts can be things matched.
Ranked and standard. So by the way, because it locks you out of ranked and standard, that means that if you have a reputation of dishonorable before you hit level 10, you can't play the game. Because you have to be level 10 to unlock... You have to be level 10 to unlock Quick Match. Because this would mean only Quick Match is available. But if you're less than level 10, a Quick Match isn't available. So that means that you would not be able to play the game. Boy, would that be an interesting way to start your experience in Siege.
Be things such
literally
as
locked from playing the game.
Rewards you get at the end of each match.
Unless they have an exception, of course.
Playlist.
You know, I'm saying this as if they didn't think about it, but they probably have like an exception. Interesting. Alpha Pack progress, ranked rewards, commendation rewards, card background.
System works about the individual.
God, I hope that they rework reverse friendly fire to make it so that like there's a way of removing it, or if people who are AFK for like 30 seconds and they get team killed, they don't receive the penalty, or just something like that. Because I get a lot of like team kill penalties because I play with teammates who just keep going AFK, and that negatively affects my reputation. So I hope they address that
throughout the game and even beyond.
Oh, interesting. High friendly fire rate. Make sure teammate outlines, icons, and usernames options are turned on. Ha! As if people are doing it by accident. I mean, sometimes it does happen by accident. I play with a certain friend, and there's a lot of accidental team kills.
Next up is an explosive topic that's been cooking up for quite some time.
Grenades?
Frag grenades.
Yep. Called it.
And why?
How much is there in balancing? That's not a lot. Only a minute? Well, a minute and a half. Well, 2 minutes almost, basically, but a minute and 40 seconds-ish.
We're removing the ability to cook the grenades.
Interesting.
They're still as powerful as before as far as like the damage they can do and their killing potential, but it's more reactive for the defenders. So
I am not against that. Although I miss the skill, I'm gonna miss a lot the skill. That's interesting. So you know what's funny? They went the exact opposite direction than I did in my suggestions video. In my suggestions video, I said that they should, with frag grenades, there should be a timer telling you how long it's going to be until the frag grenade blows up when it's cooking in your hand. So that way new players can get adapted to throwing a frag grenade and it blowing up when the timer reaches. So they know, like, it's this long exactly. Because otherwise you have to kind of, like, guess. Like, I think it's like 200 more milliseconds, but you don't know for a fact. But with a timer, or with a bar at the bottom, kind of like the reinforcement bar, it'll tell you exactly how long. Instead, they just made it so you can't cook, which I guess is, yeah. It's interesting. I like it in that it's going to be a lot less frustrating to deal with as a defender. I'm going to miss this skill, because there is a lot of skill in properly timing your frag grenade cooks, but I think this is a good change.
Which is, it's not the must pick. It is pick based on scenario and based on situation you're in.
I will say this, is there a scenario, now that frag grenades have been, even with frag grenades being nerfed, is there a scenario where I would rather pick anything other than frag grenades? I don't know. I don't know, like, I need to mess around with frag grenades before I can give an opinion on that. I'm trying to think, like, why would, if I'm playing Sledge, am I really going to go flashbangs over frag grenades ever? I can't imagine myself doing that. So
And
currently, that's right, it's 5. Glaz, Sledge, Lion, Finka, Nook.
We want
And
more
it's going to
operators
be
have them and have
IQ. Blackbeard, dude, they actually did it. No joke. I said Blackbeard should get frags. First off, I said Gridlock should get frags. They did that. Then I said Blackbeard should get frags. Then they did that. Then I said Sun should get frags. And they did that. Lion, that's weird that they gave him frags. Also, I removed frags from Finka, whatever. But whatever. IQ getting frags is super, super good. This is crazy. You know, even though
access to them.
even though the only balancing change is frag grenades, which is disappointing, at least it's pretty hype. At least it's pretty hype.
And be able
That's
to
a pretty
play around with
that's a pretty substantial change. I'm not gonna lie. I never thought that I would see the day where there's an operator with frags, and I'm willingly not choosing the frags other than Glaz. All right, I want to see what this marketplace beta is.
And haven't been Hanada.
I know that name.
This is a place where you'll be able to buy and sell skins.
Oh God, it's Counter-Strike. Oh God, it's Counter-Strike. You can buy and sell skins. It's about to turn into some Rocket League stuff right here. It's gonna turn into, there's so many people that are gonna get scammed. Oh no. It's also going to be so annoying because I feel like there's going to be so many people be like, trade this with me, trade this with me. Every single time I walk around with a skin in a game, I'm going to get a message being like, trade? Because that's what happens to me in Rocket League. In Rocket League, if I have a skin, especially a limited time skin that, or not skin, but like a decal or like a body that was limited time and you can't buy it anymore, I constantly get messaged by people being like, trade? And that's probably going to happen in Siege too. Oh, geez. I mean, there are some items I really want to sell, and some items I really want to buy. Something I didn't pay attention to until editing this video is that when they introduced crossplay between and cross progression between Xbox, PC, PlayStation, and stuff, they merged your skins. So for example, if you had a black ice on console and you had that exact same black ice on PC, it would merge. And that's kind of a bit awkward because that means that, you know, you lost those skins. So if this system came out first, then you could have been like, oh, let me sell that skin so that way I can get something out of it. But now for the people who've merged accounts and merged all of their stuff, not only did they not get anything out of it, but if they didn't merge their accounts, they could have gotten something out of it. As in, there are going to be people who would have been able to sell that skin, but because they merged the stuff, now you can't sell it anymore, so they basically got robbed. How unfortunate. Thankfully this didn't happen to me. Because there's some stuff I probably do want to sell and buy. Like skins I don't use anymore, skins I unlock that are kind of like bad.
And sharpen your skills.
Oh, no, I just realized.
architect-
It's the Defender AI. Oh my god, how long is this section? This is 12:50, up until 9 minutes. So they're going to talk about this for 4 minutes. Whew, can't wait.
Alex Busby,
Can't
creative
wait.
director Alexander Karpazes,
That is
and
crazy.
associate game director
Defender
Christopher
AI.
Legend have all the details.
These AI are a bit different from what our players are used to. They are engineered and designed to emulate how our players play the game. Some experienced players might even notice the AI using their favorite power positions or gadget strategies. In the coming seasons, we plan to release new operators available for the AI to choose from, new maps,
Interesting.
and players will be able to
New
play
operators? Oh, okay, so there's a limited selection of operators the defenders can be at the beginning. So there's only going to be like 11, 15, maybe 20 operators, but that's not going to be like all 30 plus. So,
as the
understand.
defending team.
And how to learn callouts and how to communicate with your squad. With Map Run,
Interesting. I wonder how many maps are going to be... How many maps is this going to apply to? No shot, it's every map.
the target drill, and the landmark drill.
This is great! Dude, I am so excited for Siege! This is nuts! Like, dude, they are adding so much, like, extra stuff. And I'm like, let me clarify. When I say extra, I don't mean it's bad. I just mean it's outside of, like, balancing or new operators and stuff like that, right? Like, this is a nuts season, bro! Like, last season, Heavy Metal was so mid. Like, it wasn't the worst. It was fine, but it was mid, okay? And maybe this season, in terms of like the existing content, is kind of mid too so far. I mean, I'm like halfway done, but like the new stuff is hype. I'm telling you this, right? Like the training ground or the training area, the learn how to play the game thing, the training tutorial. That's the word I was looking for. The tutorial. It was cool, but it's something you only do once ever. There's no reason to go back to it. But this is hype. This is hype. This is really cool, especially if it applies to a wide variety of maps. This is dang cool. My goodness. By the way, developers, if you're listening, make that a little tutorial map. Make that a map that you can play on against your friends in a 1v1 scenario. Just saying. If you're ever going to add like a 1v1 mode, kind of like Apex Legends or whatever, in the firing range, that's the spot. That's the place to do it.
Specific location.
Potential bomb site, yes. Room name, B lab support. Room floor, basement. Well, it says B, so yeah, no kidding. Room direction, west side. Oh,
landmark, they'll be able
that's
to
cool.
interact with it, and they'll be given a new one.
That is
Map run will launch with
so
7
cool.
maps.
And the best part about this is this wasn't in any way, shape, or form teased at all up until this season. Like, this wasn't in the year reveal. This wasn't teased at all. And of course, it might be in the leaks, but those are leaks. That's not like officially from the developer saying, hey, we're planning on adding this. Defender AI, that was revealed, or that was teased at the beginning of the year. This is completely new, and this is completely cool. Oh my god.
Maps. This will include our new Lair map,
so
as well as
hyped.
the revamped Consulate map. And we really want to hear from you. What training tools do you want from an experienced player? What training tools do you want to bring your new friends into the game?
Hey, since you asked, drone hole locations. I'll be honest, off the top of my head, I don't think I know every single drone hole location on every map. I know every door location, I know every wall location, I know every spawn location. Drone hole locations, and a hatch location, of course, and, you know, barricade and window and stuff like that, right? Drone hole locations, I don't know off the top of my head. So if you want to like teach new players, hey, shoot drones coming through this drone hole, that's a good way to do it.
This does come to a difficult conversation when it comes to situations and training grounds in the game. We'll be removing situations and training grounds.
Oh no! Oh, that hurts. Oh no! I didn't think about that. Oh no! No! Do you know how much time I put into training grounds? Do you know how much time I put into training grounds? Oh, soul wrenching. That is some pain right there. Removal of training grounds. Like, objectively speaking, is it the worst thing in the world? No. We have the Defender AI, we have this map thing, right? But like, the soul of training grounds, the fact that it's been in every game since Rainbow Six, I don't know which one, Vegas before probably, and the fact that it's been here for so long, I can't imagine Siege without training grounds. That means the word terrorist isn't going to be in the game anymore. Because it used to be called Terrorist Hunt, but now they're removing the terrorists. Is Article 5 going to still be in the game? No, because situations are gone. Oh my god. Speedrunning is dead. Can't speedrun the articles anymore. Or the situations anymore. I'm going to have to sit on that one for a while. This probably doesn't matter to like the vast majority of people, so I get why they removed it, but my goodness. That is the biggest critical hit to me that Siege has ever done. I'm not even joking when I say that. I'm literally not even joking when I say that the removal of training grounds is the biggest, most personal attack I've ever felt in the entirety of Siege's existence. Holy hell. What a bombshell to start this new recording on. You don't know that there's a new recording, but I accidentally stopped my old recording. Now I had to make a new one, and I literally made it 3 minutes and 10 seconds ago. So, that's quite the way to start this recording.
And it brings them closer to that true experience of our ranked game mode. Every single time that we change an operator.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, because, like, with Training Grounds, it's, look, let me be real, right? As someone who does play Training Grounds a lot, it is jank city. That mode is so janky. So many times, I'm going to be playing Training Grounds, and the terrorist gets stuck somewhere, and I have to reset, or I have to kill myself. That happens all the time. Sometimes, the terrorists get, like, stuck in weird positions. Sometimes they don't fight back. Sometimes they shoot you through walls. Terrorist Hunt is janky, and I totally get it. And I do think that what they're replacing is absolutely worth it. So I feel 100%, even as somebody who loves Terrorist Hunt to death, I think it's 100% justified just because there's so much money, time, and resources putting into this mode that very few people are playing. So I get it. It still stings. How am I not going to be hurt? You know, if you spend, like, probably, how much have I put? Like, over 1,200 hours into Training Grounds in the last 8 years? And they remove that after 8 years? That's going to sting. That is gonna sting. Good thing I can play the old seasons.
Away from us making better and improved features in the game
I believe that wholeheartedly, because they have to fix stuff every season with Terrorist Hunt, so I believe that wholeheartedly.
Features.
But that means there's no more unlimited breaching, though. The good thing about Terrorist Hunt is that you can breach infinitely. Like, you can break stuff with breaching charges, and you could refill. Like, you could refill with breaching. You can refill infinite breaching charges. You could destroy infinitely. That you won't have that anymore. There's no more infinite destruction. Or you, like, use Buckin with a shotgun. That's what I did. So now there's no more unlimited destruction potential on every map. You can't completely destroy any of the maps anymore. One thing I definitely forgot to mention as well while editing is Bartlett University is now completely wiped from the game. That map is Terrorist Hunt exclusive, and without Terrorist Hunt, you can't play that map anymore. So make sure you go and enjoy that map while you can, because it's gonna be gone.
Experience Siege to the fullest.
It's crazy to think that the shooting range, at least in some way, shape, or form, has been out for almost a year and a half. Isn't that weird to anybody else? Like, I feel like I distinctly remember the idea of a shooting range. And people were like, holy crap, at the beginning of Demon Vale, or during the year 7 reveal, they were like, holy crap, Season 2, they're bringing in a shooting range. Well, they didn't say Season 2, I don't think, but they're bringing in a shooting range. That's crazy. That's what we've been asking for years. We're asking for years to have a shooting range. And now it's been a year and a half? That's kind of weird.
Do you play Siege with a controller? Then
Yes.
I've got 3 words for you.
Indeed, I do.
Full controller remapping. And that's not all. Associate producer Jane Gonkar
a good
from
one.
our Keith Studio
Full controller
is here
remapping.
to share the good news.
I'm gonna be honest though, this is good for new players. I don't care. I can't care, because I have been playing Siege for 8+ years. Yeah, I'm kind of way too used to the controls right now. I don't want to mess with anything. I don't want to mess with anything. I know, theoretically, I would be a better player if I switched to B and right stick, but I can't do that. I'm way too used to the controls right now. I can't switch. That's gonna break my brain. But it's good for new players, though. Or players who don't play a lot on controller. Another thing I want to mention, I don't think they mentioned the camera sensitivity and dependency. Tragic. How long have I been asking for that? 2 years? At least 2 years.
Another feature that players have been actively mentioning is improving
Oh, okay.
keep
So
leaning input.
this is leaning without console, or leaning without aiming on console. So default, when leaning while aiming, leaving aim cancels the lean. Alternate, when leaning while aiming, stopping aiming keeps player in lean, but must aim again to cancel lean. Fascinating. Fascinating. So when you lean, if I'm understanding this correctly, when you lean and you un-ADS, you'll still be aimed in that direction. But the second you start to aim in again, you'll snap back to forward. You won't be leaned, you won't continue to be lean in that direction. You must aim again to cancel lean. Must aim again to cancel lean. So are they saying that if I want to go back to a default position, I have to just aim, or do I have to aim and then lean? I think it's just aiming cancels it. Okay, good, great change. Cannot wait. I don't know, man. I feel this is like the most mixed season I've ever had in my entire life because so many incredibly hype stuff. So much incredibly hype stuff. And then they hit me in the soul with the training grounds change. Like, it's like it's the best and the worst season at the same time. I would be lying if I said that I don't love training grounds. It is my heart and soul of Siege. I cannot tell you how much time I've put into the game, unless if there's like a statistic somewhere. Now, although I can't know for certain exactly how much time I have spent in training grounds or situations specifically, well, we can get a rough estimation and do some basic math to try and figure out a general idea of how much time I have spent in the game. So what we do know for certain is that I have 216 hours put into ranked and 1,568 hours and 32 minutes put into unranked and casual, or, standard as they now call it. Those two numbers combined gives us 1,784 hours of guaranteed playtime. I also know from Xbox's gaming statistics that I have 245 days put into the entirety of Rainbow Six Siege. That includes both multiplayer, like ranked and quick match, as well as training grounds or just chilling out in the menu. 245 days is going to be giving us 5,880 hours. So subtracting those two numbers, we have 5,880 minus 1,784. That is 4,096 hours of time spent doing something in the game. I don't know what it is, but I do know for a fact that it's not ranked or casual or unranked, because those numbers are accounted for. So 4,000, almost 100 hours put into not those modes. Now, I think it would be kind of ridiculous to assume I have 4,000 hours put into the game that aren't in, casual and ranked and whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a rough estimate of around 50% of the time. 50% of all of my time put into Rainbow Six Siege was me being AFK in the menu, not actually playing the game. I don't know that number for certain. I don't think I ever will, but throwing that out, just around 50%. Even if we were to assume that 50% of the time I had Siege loaded up, I wasn't doing anything and I was chilling out in the menu, that still gives us 2,048 hours playing something that is not quick match or unranked or ranked or standard. Now, of course, this does include like limited time events and stuff like that, right? And I'm sure I have a number of hours in those. But I do know that I have a substantial amount of time put into training grounds. And I'm willing to bet that at least 1,600 of those hours are put into training grounds specifically. So there you go. There's my rough estimation. I don't know if I will ever know for certain how much time, but that's the basic idea. Also, just a fun little fact, 2048 just so happens to be exactly 2 to the power of 11. Also, I'm pretty sure 2048 is a game, like, that game where you, combine the squares? Yeah. What are the odds of that? I mean, granted, I'm not including the minutes, and it's a rough estimate, right? But, my god, that hurts, but I'm so hyped about everything else.
Season.
Oh, okay, interesting. So even when you aiming doesn't un-ADS. I'm glad they showed the demonstration there. Aiming doesn't un-ADS. You have to manually un-ADS after leaning. So, for example, if you are leaning to the right and you want to aim down sights first, then click in the right stick to unlean. Got it. Sure.
Back to give us the
Here's
scoop.
to see how this goes. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about any changes to the battle pass. They could have left it the way they could have just not changed it even in Solar Raid. Like, I'm a big fan of the what's it called? The tactical battle pass. Truth be told, I literally don't care because every season I'm gonna make it to tier 100 anyways. I'm gonna eventually unlock everything anyways. So I don't really care in what order I get the items or if I have to go and manually do the stuff. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna unlock everything anyways.
Bringing the map that will be interactive.
Hey! That's what I asked for last season. That's what I asked for. Go back, go and rewatch, or I might edit it and put it here in the video. All I really want them to do for the Tactical Battle Pass is just make it more obvious what is and isn't content that's available for free versus premium. Like, yes, there's a little yellow thing showing if you look at it, but they need to show that A, on the map itself. like in the little tiny map, like the preview map in the bottom left or whatever, right? Or in the overlay map. They need to show that whether it's free or not there. And B, they need to make it more obvious. The tiny little yellow thing, it's pretty easy to miss. I didn't even notice that it was there for a while. That's what I asked for, basically. This is even more expensive than I thought. But I was just saying, like, hey, let me look at the item on the mini-map. Like, that's good, yes. Every season, they alternate between absolutely wild and crazy but unique-looking operator and very normal, basic-looking operator, right? This looks pretty... I wouldn't be shocked to see this in real life. I wouldn't even think it's a cosplay. It just looks like some military dude. He reminds me of a Mirage. I'm sure I'm not the first person to say that, but he reminds me of Mirage from Apex.